What's up guys, it's me Caitlin from CCO Tech and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Nintendo Switch Lite and seeing if it's still worth it in 2023. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get on with the video. The Nintendo Switch Lite was released September 20th of 2019, originally priced at $199.99. The device's original colorways were turquoise, gray, and yellow, and over the years, they've included blue and coral to their collection. And on top of that, they have their special edition colorways that come with specific video games such as Pokemon. Of course, the biggest difference with the Nintendo Switch Lite and all the other devices is that you can't dock it to a TV. Unlike the OLED and the regular Nintendo Switch, this is a handheld device only. I think if you're a person who came from like the 3DS or the 2DS, this is very similar. It's just a new design, but it's the same thing, a handheld device. I purchased the Nintendo Switch Lite in the turquoise color in 2020, so my device is about 3 years old. The Nintendo Switch Lite is the smallest of the three Nintendo Switch devices with a 5.5-inch LCD display, but because of its small size, it is a lot more compact and the pixel density is a lot better, making quality of the games that you're viewing a little bit higher than what you would see on the regular Nintendo Switch. Along with that compact size, it's a lot more comfortable to hold in the hands, in my opinion, especially if you're using features that require you to use the touchscreen. It's just easier to access different letters or keys using your hands because the device is a lot smaller. You don't have to reach as far over with your fingers. It's also a lot easier to just throw in a travel case and go many places with it. I've used this Switch on flights, road trips, all sorts of traveling and just day-to-day usage. In terms of hardware, the Nintendo Switch Lite does not have the detachable Joy-Cons. So of course, you run the risk of getting Joy-Con drift, which basically means that even if your hands are completely off the Nintendo Switch, the Joy-Con's new rest position is tilted enough to move your character in the game. This means that the only way to get this repaired is if you go into a shop that can fix Nintendo Switch Lites that suffer from Joy-Con drift. Of course, if you had the OLED or the regular Nintendo Switch, you wouldn't have to worry about this because you can always buy new Joy-Cons. So with the regular Nintendo Switch and the OLED, you're at a bit of an advantage because you don't have to worry about your system being damaged due to a phenomenon called Joy-Con drift. I do have to say though, with the Nintendo Switch Lite, you still have the ability to add Joy-Cons and connect them to the device. But let's say you're playing a game like Mario Kart and you want to add Joy-Cons, you can't change the screen to using it in dock mode. So you're going to have your group of people and just use that Switch Lite. So the display is not going to be as large. It might not be as grand as an experience, but it's definitely doable. There is no HD rumble, so when you're playing video games that you want to feel the vibrations, the recoil from whatever you're doing on the game, you won't be able to feel that on the Switch Lite. But I will say, compared to the regular Nintendo Switch, I really like the Nintendo Switch Lite and how it feels when you're pressing buttons, using the joysticks and everything like that. The buttons feel a lot softer to the press, and I feel like that just makes it easier to play games. It's a lot more smooth and swift movement when you're pressing buttons. In terms of battery life, I'd say even after having this device for 3 years, I haven't noticed a significant drop in the battery life. The battery on this device is 3 to 7 hours, and depending on how much you play on the device, that could vary. If you're playing non-stop, you're probably going to be closer to the 3 hours, but if you're playing on and off, you'll probably last that 7 hours. There was a long time where I had my Nintendo Switch Lite in a case at all times, but I've had this device for almost 3 years. I have a screen protector on it, and I have a clear case that I use every once in a while, but I've been going case-free just with the screen protector, and even after a couple drops, there's no visible damage at all. And of course, internally there's no damage at all because everything works flawlessly just as it were brand new. So I think that if you're a person that's looking for just a handheld gaming system that is compact, light, just as the name suggests, and can play high quality games, I think this is definitely something to put on your plate. Unless you really want the Switch OLED with a really high quality display, you can use in handheld mode and you can use docked. I think the Switch Lite is a great contender, even though it was originally released in 2019. this device is still in the market as a competitor for other handheld gaming systems. Overall, I just think that the Nintendo Switch Lite is such a great device. No other gaming company has made a device just like this one, and I think it's going to stay in the market as a contender. I think that it's really worth it to get. If you're a gamer who just wants something that can be used handheld, doesn't really care about docking it to your TV, this is definitely an option for you. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.